Okay, this is slightly unexpected. Hello, friend. I feel like you want to come on vacation here, do you? Well, too bad, you can't do that. Be careful I don't zap you with something. Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Subnauitca, below zero. For the first time in about 1500 years, I'm recording a video and I'm not very tired. Hooray! Anyway, this episode is about prawn suits. It's about prawn suits and all of the fun that we're going to have with them. So, if I can quickly zip out of here without getting assaulted by my neighbour, we are going to go and get ourselves some prawn suits. Or just one, to be honest with you. And I have looked up where they are. Apparently, they're actually just next door. They are just on the far side of this island. Apparently, there's only two locations where you can find prawn suit fragments. One is where we found the first one, in the cave with the frozen monster in it. And the other one is on the far side of this island, the western side, I think they said. So, oh, that's actually this side. That's fantastic. Okay, I thought that was on the far side, but never mind. Apparently, you can access it via the thermal vents area, which I believe is this area. Not quite sure what it's going to be. Apparently, there's two entrances, some sort of a cave and some sort of a door. I'm not quite sure where, but it looks like we're on the western side of the island, so I'm going to wander around for a little bit and see if we can find the door inside and have some fun. Explore this cave that is underneath this island where apparently there are more fragments. Is this it? No, I don't think this is anything. Yes, it's just a crevice, isn't it? Ow! It did say something about magma. Ooh, that's a bit too close for comfort. Should we go down there? It'd be suicidally dangerous to do that, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. 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 This is too dangerous. This is too dangerous. I don't think it's this way. I'm gonna make a little executive decision for us here. I don't think it's this way. Keep exploring. It's probably a little bit further down actually, because I'm not very far down yet. I've also kind of drifted out of the thermal vent, so let's go back into them a bit. Is this where we just were? With a distinct impression it was. Okay, this looks... I mean, it's got a crevice and it's got magma vents in it. That's all I can remember about them saying about it. Gosh, I do not feel safe in here. I feel really unsafe in here. Oh gosh. No, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. It's not here! Oh, I set my tootsies on fire. Okay, I'm in a sort of a freaky place. I don't think I'm in the right freaky place though. Lot of magma down here, and not a lot of anything else. I've got all this oxygen tanks, this huge oxygen tank to help me get through here. Seems to be magma down here, but not this much. Where am I going? Why am I down here? This can't be right. Interesting. And aha! Aha! Artificial material. Oh, wow. Okay, oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Please say there's some oxygen somewhere. What's this? Headlamp? That sounds fantastic. There's got to be some oxygen somewhere, right? There's got to be like a link back to the... There's got to be air somewhere. I'm just nervous of running out of oxygen, alright? Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. I want to explore this. Oh, there's prawn suits. What's this? I don't know, presumably something we've already had here. I think I saw the word vehicle. Maybe it was the vehicle upgrade console. Oh, this is spooky. Oh, this is spooky. Oh, there's lots of stuff here. Oh, there's lots of stuff here. I wonder if that's how I open this door. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this without suffocating, but I will do my best. Please say there's more oxygen plants around here somewhere. What's this? This is the thermal reactor. We've already got that. There is no way you'd be able to bring your didgeridoo down here. Whatever it's called, sea truck thing. I don't know. I'm excited and nervous. Nervous about the lack of oxygen. Okay, there's some. Oh, sheesh. Okay, we can get through this, we can survive this. This is clearly a mine. This is clearly doing a lot of mining work here. Oh, please say there's oxygen up here. Please, 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 please. This is much, much, much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting a tiny little mine, not all of this. Oh, shit. Did any of these doors open? Presumably not. Well, that one's open. Okay, please tell me this links me back to the air somehow. Okay, it looks like this links all the way back to the very beginning. Back to the surface. Yes! Fantastic. Okay, that means we know exactly where it is. Okay, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Now I'm just going to try and find it again. And find my ship. Okay, we can calm down now, because we found the mine! We found the mine, and we found the... Oh, this is freaky. Okay, right, where's my ship? Oh wow, I was miles off, absolutely miles off. Okay, let me just go back down and find... Would she shut up? I'm not interested. Okay, that's the base, okay. So where are we in response to that? We're northeast, that's southwest. We are 350 meters southwest of the beacon. Okay, that I can deal with. Let me go get the ship and come back and we can have a proper explore down here. Okay. So it should be... Oh wow, I was swimming around next to those things. Oh, jeez. Okay, never mind. Never mind all of that. My sea truck is going to be able to get in there, isn't it? My sea truck will fit through that gap, right? Right, is there anything out here? What's that? Is that anything important? No, it's just a builder. That's not very interesting. We've already got one of those. Anything else out here? What's that? Oh, it's lithium. Oh, well, I'll definitely have that. Right, please say my sea truck can get in there. I don't want to be going around in there without having a permanent supply of oxygen. It'll fit, right? Oh, come on. Right, okay. I think it's the jets on the side that's causing it to not fit through. So I think with a bit of manhandling I can get this in. Oh, what did I tell you? Honestly. See, that's the thing about this thing. You have to remember, it's got these big jets on the side, which significantly widen it. Which means if you go in sort of a bit diagonally, you can kind of slip through in a sort of naughty way. But anyway, we're in the mine! We're in the mine now, okay. So we can have a good proper look round without me panicking about running out of oxygen. So there's lots of resources down here. There's lots of titanium I've seen. I've seen one of those big stocks of rubies as well. So we could use this for resources if we ever needed it. If we cannot crash into everything every 2 seconds. Okay, so our primary objective obviously is the... Oh, I need some water. Our primary objective is obviously the prawn suit, but anything else that we can find... Like, I'm hoping to find the prawn suit mining arm fragment down here, because we haven't seen that yet. And it seems like if there was ever a place to find a mining arm fragment, it would be right here, next to all of this stuff that you can mine out. So, I'll apologise for murdering that fish, and attempt to scan this without getting killed. Aha! Drill arm fragment. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, I've already scanned that one. Okay, so we do need another one of those. What's PDA? Excellent. I'll just open that so that it stays there, so that we can read when we get back into the truck. Can't see anything else on this platform. I do see another thingamajig over here, though. Just get away from these rock punches so we're nice and safe. Okay. Altera has released voice recordings which confirm survivors of the Aurora crash. The transmission came from trade ship Sunbeam, which was passing nearby when detected their SOS. Hail Terra, it looks like one of your birds in the soup over there looks like they took static survivors, moving in for a closer look. Okay, so the Aurora was the ship that we crashed in the first time, and the Sunbeam was the ship that tried to rescue us. While the number of survivors is not yet known, nor the true state of the ship, it is now known that she has landed with her hull largely intact on the planet 4548b. Okay, that's... excuse me. That is what I needed. That is the information that I needed. That confirms that they are the same planet, which explains all of the ecological similarities. Smaller than Earth and largely water-bound. Oh, it's a smaller planet. Interesting. Why is its gravity much the same then? Something I've never understood in science fiction, but never mind. As a result, the planet has a breathable atmosphere, and hopes have been raised all round. The Sunbeam is registered as a 5-seater cargo vessel, insufficient to evacuate the crew or cargo of the Aurora, but perhaps enough to assess the situation and reassure shareholders at home that their investment is secure. There is at least a 1-month delay on transmissions from that region of space. In the meantime, Altera is working on every possible solution, including an innovative idea to transmit the blueprints for a purpose-built rocket which can be constructed using materials salvaged from the Aurora and the planet itself. If the crew could begin their long journey home, now the rescue teams could meet them halfway, shaving months off their return. Altera's share prices rose to their quarterly high upon the news. Interesting, so that means that the Aurora was clearly quite a large investment. That's the scanner, we've already got that. Quite a large investment for Altera. That it wasn't just another ship, it was presumably one of their biggest ships, possibly even something resembling a flagship, possibly. What do we have here? Anything special? This is the third one, I think. Excellent. Just one more and we can make ourselves a prawn suit. Which is interesting. Where did that rock punch? Oh, there it is. Excellent. Yes, I'm glad there's lots down here, because I was rather afraid there wouldn't be quite enough. But no, it looks like there's plenty. Excellent. We can now construct ourselves a prawn suit. Oh, what's this? Prawn suit jump jet upgrade. Fantastic. That's the builder. I'd be amazed if we could get down here without already having the builder, but never mind. Perfect. Now, drill arm fragment. Excellent. I've got the two things that I needed most of all. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Excellent. 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 Let's just look at these blueprints for a second. What have we got? Headlamp. A battery-powered, all-environment head-mounted light source. Interesting, so I'd permanently have a light in front of my face. That'd be very useful. It does require an ion battery, however, and ion cells are very hard to come by. We've got the prawn suit. Lead, power cell, enamel glass, plastic ingot. That's extremely doable. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Rock Puncher. Please don't punch me. Just go away. Leave me in peace if I could stop crashing into everything. Oh dear. As much as I do love the Sea Truck and its capability of carrying modules, the fact that the Sea Moth was so much more streamlined was nice. But never mind. She had the jump jet upgrade. Rear-mounted jets propel the prawns into the air. That sounds fantastic. And the drill arm. That's very doable as well. That's very doable indeed. Okay, is there anything else? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's keep having a look around, see if there's anything else of interest here. This looks too narrow to go in, but there's definitely something down there. I can see Is this some sort of a... Yes, a statue. It looks like an idol to me. Is this what they look like? Is this what the architects look like? That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. I love that. That's amazing. Is there anything here? Any documents? Aha. Oh no, that's just one of those light bugs. Oh, I was really hoping there'd be a document here talking about this thing. That's incredible. That's amazing. I mean, it would be a little strange of them to build a statue of their own people, unless it's one of, I don't know, like a great scientist or a great war hero or a hero of something, or maybe the first person to colonize or discover this planet. I don't know. But there's clearly, that person was clearly of importance, assuming that it is a specific person and not just a general representation of their species, which would be a bit of a weird thing to have on this planet. That's fantastic. I think that is the best clue that we've ever had to what the architects or the precursors or whatever under the sun they're called actually looked like. Is that, do I have to mine that out, or can I just have that? No, I need to mine that, okay. Some of the veins of ore you can just pick up on your own. Other ones you just need to mine them out with the machine. But yeah, there is a lot of resources down here. Okay, this is going to speed up my ability to farm hugely, because when I've got the prawn suit, I can just come down here and mine all this stuff out between episodes, and we will have all the resources we will ever need again. This is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so yeah, this is clearly the main mining area. This is the main area they were collecting resources from. So where did I come in from? Because I remember I came in here and I went up there, but I don't remember where I entered from. I don't know. I'm not actually entirely sure where I came in from. I can't quite. Oh, that's right. Did I come down? Yes, I came down from the magma vents. I remember now. Okay, was there anything else of consequence up here? Or is this just an entrance, right? There's some rubies in here. I'm not seeing much else, though. Oh, hush. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in it, but this is fantastic. This mine has been a treasure trove of information and stuff. Okay, that's fantastic. So we found the two things that we found three things actually that we needed. Really needed the prawn suit, the drill arm fragment, and that headlamp thing, which is going to come very handy. Okay, so I will go and gather up some resources, and we will build ourselves a prawn suit. What under the sun is this? Oh, okay. I was just out collecting some resources. I just found this PDA just sitting here next to this base. We've had all of this stuff before, I'm sure of it. Yeah, we've had that, and we've already had that. What's this? Hang on a minute. Where is it? We have recently confirmed that the Aurora has conducted an emergency landing on an uncharted planet via message relay by the captain as he performed the maneuver. Captain Hollister was experienced and calm under pressure. We have every reason to expect he kept his crew and ship in one piece. We are doing everything we can to re-establish contact when we begin a rescue operation. Thank you, and I'll take questions. What caused the crash? The captain reported unexpected damage to the ship. No possibilities of being ruled out. How long will it take to get there? The Aurora is more than a year beyond our furthest phase gate. The fastest ship will take 9 months. But we are cooperating with the Mongolian states and other nearby Transgov to see if we can get there sooner. This isn't a 4-seater passenger shuttle that went down. This is a capital ship, so it was a big investment for them. Do you really expect survivors? Losses of a ship at this scale are rare but not unheard of. When it does happen, it's rarely catastrophic. Crew losses in the past have generally been down to inadequate failings and failure of key survival systems, life pods, oxygen, etc. We have armor plating that can deflect small nuclear explosions. That doesn't begin to stand up to what good-sized meteor can do. But those ships are built to stay together. There could have been a quantum detonation of the drive core, and the main evacuation routes would survive the blast. Where has it landed? We hope to have that information soon. The ship to arrive in the solar system of 4546. We're supposed to have at least 11 orbiting bodies larger than Earth's moon. The area is not entirely unexplored, but it's new to us. No one else has been taking notes. Whatever the case, the crew has the equipment they need to build habitats and survive until rescue. Do you have any plans to salvage the phase gate installation? Of course, the Aurora's cargo already most on the way to build site. Straightforward, send replacement crew and whatever repairs necessary. Will there be a fall in the Altera dividend? Thank you, that's what we have time for. Interesting. Oh gosh, my oxygen and my temperature. Wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. That's
30 seconds.
I know, gee, shush. That tells us a little bit about the purpose of the Aurora, because the Aurora had a lot of supplies on it. It had an awful lot of supplies on it, which were very useful for building a place to live for us when we were trying to survive on the planet. This planet, even. When we were trying to survive there, that was very helpful, all of those resources, and we were always wondering what those resources were for. It seems like the Aurora was going to possibly build another phase gate. And that explains why it had all of that stuff on it. I originally thought it was either a colony ship or a mining ship. It was going to planets to colonize them or to mine stuff out. Realizing now what they've said there, the colony idea seems extremely unlikely given the outskirts of the area that they were at. It seems like a very distant place to build a colony. You'd want to build a colony where a slightly more defendable location, slightly closer to help should anything go wrong. So that explains a little bit of what happened back, presumably on Earth, while the first game was going on, how they were reacting to the information that was getting back. But that is very interesting. And it would seem like Earth has kind of turned into Starfleet from Star Trek, but also with a sort of Ferengi mentality, in the sense that it's still very business oriented and people are still very concerned about their money. So presumably when Altera got here to rescue and salvage what they could of the Aurora, they saw some of the precursor technology and realised, here's an opportunity for us to get ahead of the competition. Which is very interesting, which explains why they then decided to build all of the investments that we're seeing in this game on this planet. Like the mine, for example. Why they stuck around here to do research. Because in reality what they were researching was the precursors, I'm sure of it. They were looking at that technology, like the ion batteries, for example. Ion batteries is a perfect example. Ion batteries are 5 times more powerful than the standard Altera battery. Which says to me that Altera saw a great opportunity to put themselves ahead in the technological game if they could exploit the precursor technology. Which is extremely interesting to see how they're padding out a story like this. And fleshing it out, rather. It's the moment of truth. It's the moment of probably realising I should move this thing. Don't crash. Oh, if the game had crashed, I would have cried. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, come here, my beauty. Uh-oh, come here. No, come here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so big. It has also struck me that I completely forgot to bring the jet module with me, but never mind. We'll leave it up here for the time being. Ow. Let me get the module. Oh, this was the worst place to build a base. These sharks are driving me up the wall. Where's the jet module? There it is. Right. I'm sorry. Just excited, right? Right, now, how do I jump? Presumably with the jump button. No, how do I jump? Oh, oops. I just walloped my own base. Okay, that's how you control the arms. Okay, how do you jump? How do you use the booster? Right, okay, sorry about that. It just had a slight brain fart there. Right, okay, you can jump in the prawn suit. Okay, that's fantastic. The jet module works absolutely brilliantly. It's really powerful. It's absolutely fantastic. I was pressing the jump button, you know, like when you're walking around and you want to jump and you press Q to jump. It's not actually that. It's the same button you use to rise in the water. Because you have a button to go down in the water, a button to go up in the water. It's not the jump button, it's the go up in the water button, which to me seems a little odd, but never mind, it doesn't matter. None of that is important. All that matters is that we're going to dock this thing. Doesn't matter. I'm glad to see they got the animation for that working as well. Okay, that's fantastic. That's brilliant. I also renamed the ship because I decided after last time's adventure we should be a bit kinder to the ship, and we should instead hope that eventually we're going to get some sort of gun for it. We're going to stick it on the front, we're going to gun, and then we're going to shoot whoever shot it, or rather shoot whoever killed it. Okay, never mind that. What can we build? Okay, the depth compensator. That's going to be really easy to do. What is the standard depth on this thing, actually? I didn't even look. What's the standard depth this thing can go down to? Only 400 meters. Oh, that's not very good at all. Yeah, we're definitely going to need the depth compensator for that. I don't know if that's going to take it past 300 meters, but mind you, it does only say the Mark 1, so presumably there's a Mark 2 somewhere that we can find the blueprints for and fix that up for. Okay, so we'll get that, definitely. We've already got that. propulsion cannon, torpedo arm, and drill arm. Okay, so drill arm is relatively straightforward. We can definitely build that. Propulsion cannon does sound useful. Torpedo arm, that sounds more fun though. It's also going to be a little bit easier to get hold of, I reckon. So I'll build us some arms, and I'll build us the depth compensator, and then we'll come back and we'll have some fun with this thing. We'll go on a little ride and see what kind of adventures we can have with it. Okie dokie, so after struggling to find any titanium, which is surprising considering it's the simplest of resources, we have now got... You still cannot upgrade the you still cannot access the upgrades while you're docked in a moon pool, which is slightly irritating, but never mind. Never mind, we've got that. 700 meters. Okay, I will see if there's a Mark II available yet. I would assume so, since it's a relatively straightforward thing to do. It's not the most complicated thing in the universe to program, so I would assume that that's, well, saying that, I don't know. I don't know the first thing about programming, so who am I to talk? I'll look up to see if there is a Mark II available yet. Oh, I don't have enough diamonds. That's going to make things interesting. Okay, I don't know where to get any more diamonds. Yeah, because 700 meters is not enormously useful, because this thing can go into 900 meters. So I mean, the main advantage of the prawn suit in the first game was that it could go much deeper than your Seamoth could. Your Seamoth could only go down to 800, 900 meters, I think, while the prawn suit could go down to something crazy like 1400 meters. So presumably there must be a Mark II somewhere. There's no way on Earth that is as deep as it can go, or else the prawn suit wouldn't have an awful lot of functionality other than mining. And there's got to be more to it than mining. There must be. So let me collect up the rest of the resources for these bits and bobs that we need, and then actually that reminds me, there's something else I want to do at the end of this video, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Then we'll have a think about the prawn suit and what we're actually going to do with it. If you just mind. Creature egg. Are you yanking my chain, creature egg? What? This thing must be massive. Can I have the creature egg? Unidentified egg. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what I should do with this. Cook it for breakfast or try and incubate it into a living life form? As opposed to one of the not living life forms. What was that? Is this a beacon? Is this telling me to keep going? Are these... Okay. I have no idea what's going on. I'm assuming I'm supposed to follow these, and it's going to lead me to something, possibly the source of that transmission. This was right here. Look, where is my base? Where is it? It's there. We were this close to an alien facility this whole time. Sanctuary power critical. Is someone there? In a manner of speaking, we are running out of time. Okay, so this was just here, waiting for me to stumble across it at some point. What is all this? Seeking emergency storage medium. I can help you better if you show yourself. We could not show ourselves. We would not need storage. You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect? Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help? Can use my PDA for storage. You are not with the group before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal. Altera? No, my equipment is borrowed from Xenoworks, presumably. Which we'll have to do. This is fascinating. So this... I'm not gonna... Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything until... I'm gonna let the game speak for itself first, if I can ever actually manage to get over this obstacle course of rocks. Oh, well, so much for me saying that ion cubes were... Oh, gosh, that accursed egg. Fine, forget the egg. I can't... There's no drop button. There's no drop button. I can't get rid of this thing out of my inventory. Oh, gosh, fine. I can't drop it. Oh, it's because I can't drop stuff in here. Oh, great, my inventory's full, which means I can't pick up these ion cubes. Okay, never mind my griping. How long have you been stored here? Never mind my griping. Longer than I hoped. Warning, sanctuary power critical. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete. Okay, I'm hurrying. Insert storage medium. Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace? What's happening?
Transfer complete. How do you feel?
Inside my head.
The facility identified hospitable capacity in your cerebral cortex.
A heart in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetics and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. This isn't happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Yes, it is, kiddo. And it's wonderful. Oh, wow. A long-term storage medium for architect data. Okay, do you remember at the end of the last video when we were making that architect tissue thing in the facility where the ship got destroyed? Do you remember Alan, who was talking to us? This has been all in the wrong order, but such is life. I always do stuff in the wrong order. This must be where you meet him. This is Alan. This is fantastic. This is so amazing. This is wonderful. Device of alien origin. Design appears to be relatively simple. Immobilized and returned to Altair for mutual profit. Hilarious. This is wonderful. Okay, I'm going to come back for these ion cubes. I need to clear out my inventory first. I need to get rid of this accursed egg, whatever under the sun is for. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. So this must be the starting of the story, in terms of whatever the story is. I don't know. I know we're here to look for our sister. Beyond that, I've got pretty much no clue whatsoever. Okay. Let me just get rid of this egg. There we go. Get rid of that accursed thing. Let me go back in and get the iron cubes. Okay, so obviously this is meant to happen before the last bit. Alan must give me some kind of a task to reconstruct something. Thinking about it, he said that his body became infected with the disease, but that his mind wasn't. This facility shows that his mind, his consciousness, was put into a computer storage device and now has been transferred into my brain. One of the things we were building was architect tissue. He's an architect. What if the thing we're building is a body? We're building a body for Alan to live in, so that he doesn't have to live in my head anymore. This is fantastic. This is wonderful. This is brilliant. This is unbelievable. I do not have the words. Man, I thought this video was just going to be, oh, let's have a bit of fun with the prawn suit, muck around a little bit. I had no idea, and I just stumbled upon this. completely by accident. And they've stopped flashing. I've seen those flashing podiums before in places. I wonder if they're all beacons to lead you to more important things. This is incredible.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you. You're not real, so go away. To go, we require a suitable body for transfer. You keep saying we. How many of you are there? One of us and all of us, we do not think of ourselves as individually distinct. If it will make you comfortable, we can use the singular term. Oh yeah, that's what's bothering me. Thank you. They're like the Borg? Why don't you start by telling me who you are? You may append your C code with my species designation. Please call me Alan. My whole life I've been dying to meet a sentient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan. It is insufficient? No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan? You call us the Architects. The Precursor Race. What are you doing here? It is a long story. Perhaps you'll prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer. Yes, fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of here? Here being my brain. I've added the information to your databank. You will need to find the necessary components. I was completely correct. For the first time in my life I made a thought and I had a good one. I don't know. Where's the scan data? No, where's the storage medium? Here we are. While we have evolved beyond physical attachment, it is traditional to navigate the spacetime in conjunction with mobile biomechanical storage medium. Altered and evolved over time to serve the inhabitants' needs, while it is possible to transfer between mediums at will, there is some comfort and prestige in improving your body over time. We have set a lot of popular format for this media, though there are exceptions. It is a heavily modified version of a pre-civilized body. It provides good mobility and easy adaptation and is easy to fix. In case of disaster, we can back up our data patterns to a sanctuary site for later retrieval. Storage in this fashion is safe, provided consistent power supply. However, unique perceptives and traits which arose from the interplay with the original medium are lost. It's like a factory reset. It is recommended individuals resort to a compatible medium as soon as possible. Such hollow vessels may be fast grown from seeds using specialized blueprints and materials. While it is technically possible for an individual to copy their data in order to duplicate themselves ad infinitum, I think that means to infinity, such behavior is considered beyond rude and may have any self-replicating architects would resolve such circumstances by immediately deleting themselves. Why does that end with quotation marks but not start with them? Architect components. Yes, 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 yes. This is what we're doing. We're building him a body. We're building him a Borg body, basically. I refuse to believe that unknown worlds had never heard of the Borg when they were thinking up this amazing new story. This is amazing. Right, let me just clean out my inventory a bit and think for a second. Okay, I've built the drill arm. Let me put... No, I haven't built the drill arm. I've just got the resources for it. I haven't actually constructed it because I'm a moron. Okay, right, never mind. That's fascinating. But that doesn't... So there's two parts of the... There's two branches of the story. There's two arms to this story. Obviously. Let me just put that in there. There we go. Excellent. So now we have a drill. Fantastic. So we can start drilling everything that we could ever dream of. Let me just pop myself back into... You can't really see out of this prawn suit as well as you could see out of the old one, which is slightly annoying, but never mind. So, there's two arms to this story. The first is finding out what happened to our sister. Finding out why Sam has been declared dead, and finding out whether she is dead, and if she is dead, how she died. The second arm of the story is getting Alan out of our head. And somehow, I doubt that Alan is going to be happy just to wander off on his merry way as soon as he's out. I should imagine he's going to want some help with something or other, like getting off this planet, or finding out if there's any more of his species left alive, or anything along those lines. So, the main objective of the story that I can currently see that we can actually pursue is finding more of these components. These components that we've got down here. I would assume there's 3 based off the tanks that we saw in the facility that we saw at the end of the last video. There were 3 tanks, and the fabricator appeared at the first one, which presumably is because I had the blueprint of this. So if I can find the other 2 blueprints, wherever they are, I seem to remember I found this in a cave. I think it was the Deep Flower Cave. I think we stumbled across this there, so presumably there are 2 other caves somewhere around the map. Maybe they're not implemented yet, maybe they're on the island, I don't know. Actually, now we've got the prawn suit, we could go and explore that bit of the island that I was confused about before. We could do that. So I was wondering where we should actually go with the prawn suit, because I can't actually think of any place underwater that we could actually go and explore properly that we haven't been able to see in the sea truck. Yes. Let's go there. Let me just check. There's nothing else I wanted to build with this thing, is there? I'd like a torpedo arm, but it can wait for the time being. Wait until later. Yes, and obviously the other part of the story is finding... Where is... there it is. The other part of the story, obviously, is finding out what happened to our sister. However, there doesn't seem to be, at the moment anyway... Is it my imagination, or is this a little faster than the old one? I wish we had the grappling arm. That would be nice to have. Yeah, I'm convinced this thing is faster than the old one. I will drill you, mate. I've got a weapon now. I will drill your face off, if you want me to. So I'm not quite sure how we should proceed with finding Sam, because the last clue that we got was from the gardener, who said to go to the destroyed lab, which was the lab that we found on the island a couple of episodes ago. We didn't find it, we refound it a couple of episodes ago. I don't quite know how we should continue with that, what the next step in that quest should be. We can certainly proceed with trying to get Alan a new body. Very interesting. Okay, so we have just confirmed the theory that the prawn suit works perfectly effectively on land. Excellent. And presumably is going to keep me warm. Okay, so the whole footsteps and such are slightly tricky. Now, whether this is actually going to work on land or not, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Does this thing actually hover with the jetpack or not? No. Okay, so it can jump, but it can't hover on land. Okay, so that makes things slightly tricky, but not insurmountable. I mean, this may be an inaccessible area, and it's just literally meant to just be a bit of river that's just, you know, nice to look at. But at the same time, I feel like this is meant to be explored. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong with this whole invisible barrier. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Considering this thing can't hover, and considering that... Yeah, if I can't get over this, and this can't get over this, then... Oh, it's crossed down, that's kind of helpful. Yeah, then I'm not entirely convinced that this is an accessible area, unless we could jump from here. No, that barrier goes all the way up. Okay, then they don't want you going up there then. Which is a shame, because it does look like a perfect path that could be explored. But never mind that. Okay, we've tested the theory anyway, and we've ruled out another possibility. So, and obviously we've had a chance to wander around in this thing and have a bit of fun with it. So, we've seen quite a lot, we've built quite a lot, and we've learned quite a lot, which is all very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I really want to build one of those great big crab claw attachments for my arm, like the gardener has got on her prawns. So I really want one of those. But yes, it would seem, at least to me, like the prawn suit is not fully implemented as of yet, since it doesn't have access to the... I was going to say it doesn't have, we don't have access to the thermal power generator, because in the first game there was a module you could get for the prawn suit, where if you were in a hot environment, which is very useful at the end of the game, where you were in hot environments, it would recharge the power cells, which was fantastically useful. Mind you, actually, we could construct a couple of ion power cells with the ion cells that we found in Alan's base. So we could use that for conserving power if we wanted to. I'm not quite sure yet. So this is really interesting. This is going to require a little bit of research on my part to make decisions about where we're going to go in the future. I need to look into the depth compensator. I need to look into finding out if there is more of these architect components that you could make, and if so, roughly where they are, because this place is too big to go looking on its own. Like, for example, I never, under any circumstances whatsoever, I can absolutely guarantee this, never would have found the mine on my own if I hadn't been looking for the prawn suit fragments. So, as much as I hate looking things up, I may have to, in order to keep the story moving along. Obviously, the story isn't finished completely. There's the bits that are there as of yet. There's just the bits that they've done so far. But I am very excited to see what more we still have to find in this game, because there's a lot more than I ever thought there would be. Well, as much as this game is quite far in its development cycle, it obviously was severely slowed down post the middle of March happening. So, but hopefully I will find some objectives for the next episode, and we'll have some fun with it. I may have already written them in the description, depending on when I am actually able to upload this video. Still trying to upload the 50 gigabytes of the forest, but never mind. Okay, this has been fantastic. We've seen some absolutely fantastic stuff. I've had so much fun making this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. Look after each other, and good night. Oh, yes, quickly, before the end of it. What should we name the prawn suit? What should we name it? I haven't got a clue. I have absolutely no clue whatsoever to name it. If you have a suggestion, feel free to tell me. But other than that, I'm going to have to make up something in the next episode. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough. Good night.